So I'm just roaming Google Earth and I came across a very interesting looking house. And we're coming up to it. Oh yes, I see it. Wow. Yeah, this place is completely overgrown. There's a structure right there. I don't see nothing inside that I can tell. Looks like a fireplace. There's all the glass bottles and the concrete. I believe the guy made it by hand. Wow. This place looks so much different in person than on the photos that I looked at. Oh, and it's covered with graffiti. Typical. This is literally out here in the woods. Oh my goodness. I am blown away. Wow. Alright, before we get into the full tour of the house, let's get into the history of this place. Deep in the pine forest of East Texas, hidden away, lies a crumbling home unlike I've ever seen in the Lone Star State. A strange compound built not of brick or stone, but of bottles. Thousands of discarded bottles, soda, beer, and wine bottles, all embedded into concrete walls that shimmered like stained glass when touched by the Texas sun. Who built this, and why bottles? This was the life's work of Charles Stagg, an artist, a visionary, and someone you would say a recluse. Born on June 7, 1939, Charles grew up in East Texas among the pines, but left Texas to study art in Philadelphia at the Tyler School of Art. There, he was introduced into new ways of thinking. Modernism, experimentation, and the idea that art didn't belong just in galleries. It could be lived in, built, and experienced. Unlike many artists chasing gallery fame, Charles came back to East Texas, back to the woods, back to the land his family owned. And there, he decided to create something that was entirely his own. In the early 1980s, Charles began to build his greatest project, his home. But this wouldn't be any normal house. Using thousands of discarded glass bottles, concrete, and wood, he built walls that glowed when the sun hit them, like cathedral windows rising out of the pine forest. He shaped twisting towers, dome-like roofs, and even wooden columns carved into DNA-shaped spirals. Every inch of the house was touched by his hands. Every wall, every curve, every shimmering bottle. For Charles, this wasn't just shelter, it was art. His art, a living, growing masterpiece. Charles lived inside the bottle house for decades, consistently adding to it, changing it, and refining it. To the outside world, he seemed eccentric, a quiet, solitary man who rarely sought attention. But those who visited described this place as magical, surreal, and unlike anything they have ever seen. Charles didn't just build a home, he built his identity into the walls. The bottle house wasn't just where he lived, it was who he was. But even masterpieces aren't safe from time and tragedy. In 2005, Hurricane Rita ripped through East Texas, damaging large sections of the compound. And just a year later, in 2006, a fire swept through, leaving parts of the house charred and broken. Charles kept building, kept repairing, but the damage was permanent. His shining monument to creativity was beginning to collapse. On February 20th, 2012, Charles Saget passed away at the age of 72 years old. He died from severe burns, sustained after falling into an open fire pit at his house. Charles was doing some work on his home when that happened. He was transported to the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, where he succumbed to his injuries. He will be missed by his friends and family. May Charles rest in peace. And without him, the bottle house fell silent. The forest began to reclaim it. Vines crawling through walls, trees pressed against cracked concrete, broken bottles, and vandals have found their way into Charles's house, tagging it up with spray paint and destroying Charles's beautiful creation he worked so hard on. What once glowed with life now stands in a ruin, fragment and fading. Such a shame that people have to break all the glasses that this man built for himself. I just don't understand why people have to break and destroy other people's property. At one point, all of this was covered up in glass. And now it's just all shattered on the ground. You can still see some that are intact. Get up without trying to fall because I don't want to get cut by the glass. Man. Never understood. I know I already said it, but I just don't understand why people have to destroy other people's property. Wow, this is interesting. Wow. Oh, so this was the room with the red glass in that little circle up there. You can still see a piece of the red glass bottle that he used. And this room lit up in red. Again, this guy made this entire place out of bottles, concrete, and whatever else. I need to go back to show you what's in that direction, but when I turned my head to the left, I was a little kind of surprised. Now let me turn the camera and show you what I mean, and then we'll head back to that area. Look at this. This is like a man cave. Of course there's clothes on the ground. Could be homeless. Maybe people just wanted to get rid of some of their clothes. Wow. And it looks like that goes back outwards. All right, well, sorry that it's dark. I got my light and I'm not even using it. Wow. Okay, so this goes back outside from the looks of things. All right, let's go back to this room that I was just in. Wow, the echo. This pole caught my attention. Man, no matter where you step, you just don't step on glass. I wonder what this room was. All right, let's proceed this direction. Oh, okay, so it goes back out. I hadn't even finished showing you inside the house, and I'm out here wandering through the backyard now. Wow, this is definitely something. Take another close look at some of these bottles. Wow. There's a lot of very talented people out there that can create stuff like this. It kind of gives me the cowboy hat Airbnb video that I did vibes. It's unique, and it's something that you don't see very often. There is a massive jar right there. Yeah, you definitely have to come see this place in person versus seeing it in the photos. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm trying to watch out where I step because there's glass everywhere. Okay, so we're heading back out. Oh, this is really neat. Looks like somebody's tried to start a fire. Shame. Look at that door. That is pretty cool.
go back outside again. Ooh. This definitely would have been neat to see in its heyday before all of the nature decided to take over. Wow. All right, let's come back here. This is, I know I've said it probably 5-6 times already. This is amazing. Oh, I just noticed up. Look at that. Huh. I was gonna say, I wonder if you can climb up there, but I don't see no stairs. And there's really no point. It was just a thought. Look at all these Coca-Cola cans. Wonder what year those cans are. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a fully intact can. Expiration date. Put it back the way we found it. Looks like a tree trunk right in the middle of this structure. Ooh, look at that shot. That's beautiful. Tell me what you think of this place in the comments. Me, personally, my own comment, this is cool. Like, this is really cool. This is definitely unique. Man, what a place this is. I love it. I love it so much. I hope one day someone can actually come out here and come clean it and fix it up and turn it into something that maybe they want to create for their house.
Today, only ruins and fragments remain of the bottle house. Some see it as nothing more than a curiosity and a forgotten ruin in the woods. Others see it as a piece of Texas art history, a monument to vision, perseverance, and one man's refusal to live life any way but his own. So the question remains, should Charles Staggett's bottle house be preserved, protected as a landmark, or should it be allowed to fade away? Either way, one thing is certain. In the heart of East Texas forest, among the pines and shadow, the spirit of Charles Saget still lingers, shimmering through broken glass.